Animal Crossing New Horizons has been out on the Nintendo Switch for a while now, and if you're anything like me, you've been playing a lot of it. Maybe your house is already fully upgraded, or your island positively bustles with villagers, or you've already redesigned your island with the waterfall and landscaping tool to turn it into the landmass of your dreams. Although we've all poured dozens of hours into it, maybe even hundreds for some of you, there are still some things that could be tweaked in Animal Crossing New Horizons. From bulk crafting to finding more plain wood, I've come up with a few things, okay, quite a lot of things, from Nintendo's game that could do with some tweaking. So here's 13 changes Animal Crossing's New Horizons needs. I think everyone can agree that one of the biggest things Animal Crossing New Horizons needs is bulk crafting. Simply put, it's a royal pain in the behind to have to craft the same item individually if you want more than a few of them, especially when you have to go through the dialogue prompts over and over again. Tapping A to speed up crafting helps, but not nearly enough. So, please, Nintendo, if you're listening, add bulk crafting. We could select how many of a single item we want to craft and be done with wasting time slaving over our DIY bench. Please, make it so. As well as bulk crafting, bulk paving would be a massive time saver too, as well as save our Animal Crossing New Horizons character some severe back pain from hunching over so much. All we need is a tool that would adjust how long and wide the paving we're laying down would be, just like in something like The Sims when you're mapping out walls. It would save us all from having to lay down each paving stone individually and accidentally rubbing out one every so often when we don't move forward enough, and would make the island beautifying process a lot less monotonous. Plus, if you decide to rearrange your island once you have the current maximum number of buildings, bulk paving would make that whole process far more streamlined. Visiting pals is one of the most wholesome things you can do in Animal Crossing New Horizons, but boy does it take a while until you finally get to the stage where you can choose which friend to visit. Why can't we have the options in an immediately accessible list? Medi on Twitter mocked up what this kind of menu would look like, and now that I've seen it, I need it. Badly. The issue with the options at the moment is that regardless of what you want to do, whether that's using a Nook Miles ticket or having friends around, it takes forever. No one wins. So, please, Orville, I love you, but be a bit more concise with your words, bud. Crafting is a big part of Animal Crossing New Horizons, and it needs one more big change in addition to bulk crafting. When you're in your home crafting, we really need to be able to craft using items that are in our house storage as well as the items in our pockets. That would mean we wouldn't have to waste time moving objects back and forth between our pockets and storage whenever we want to craft something, or simply misremember the ingredients we need, which, come on, has happened to everyone watching this at least once. This point speaks for itself. Please let us craft unbreakable tools. Iron tools last a half-decent amount of time, but even when you're able to craft gold tools, they still break eventually. Gold nuggets are hard to come by, so it's probably not even worth crafting gold tools, instead saving your glimmering golden nuggets for rare furniture. Having unbreakable tools could be potentially one of the most difficult items to build, but the sense of achievement once you did it would be worth the wait. Perhaps the unbreakable tool DIY recipe could include the rarest resources in the game, like special star fragments or a new material altogether. Just please, Nintendo, I beg of you, let us craft unbreakable tools. I don't know about you, but I have a lot of outfits that I absolutely adore in Animal Crossing New Horizons. So I like to hang them on my walls so I can look at them. The only problem is that I want to wear them too. The ability to be able to wear outfits that are hung up in your house would be perfect for both interior decorators and fashion fans. as not only do we then get to show off our favourite dresses, tops, etc., but we'd also be able to let our friends and villagers see them on a living, breathing model. There are mountains of cool things to buy from Nook's Cranny, but where the hell do we display them? Animal Crossing New Horizons has a severe shortage of countertops and surfaces to show off your favourite knickknacks and little objects. There's only so many log and stone side tables we can craft that also match the aesthetic of our abode. Kitchen counters, side tables, little desks. We just need an influx of surfaces that we can display stuff on. Maybe even shelves that can be attached to walls so any bookworms out there can stock up a library. Or display curios. Come on, is getting some bits of horizontal wood or metal so much to ask? I don't know about you, but I have so much softwood. Altering the drop rates of softwood is high on the list for things that need tweaking in Animal Crossing New Horizons. It seems to be the most abundant type of wood out there, and to be fair, it is used a lot in furniture crafting recipes. But still, there's just way too much of it, especially as it's so hard to come across plain wood. So, less softwood, please. Timmy, Tommy, Orville, Blathers and Mabel are all adorable and soft, kind-hearted souls. And at first I loved hearing their little greetings before they got into the business of why I had appeared in their domain. But now that I've played quite a lot of Animal Crossing New Horizons, their dialogue is getting to be a little bit of a drain. The option to skip these mini dialogue cutscenes when you enter the shops or talk to Blathers might sound like heresy, and to make it clear, I absolutely cherish these characters. But who can say no to some streamlined dialogue when they're moseying around and just want to get on with it? If you so desire, in Animal Crossing New Horizons, you can customise your tools, turning the handles a different colour to suit your personal aesthetic. But, as I mentioned before, iron tools break fairly frequently, which means you need to start the customising process all over again from scratch. Instead, why not have the ability to create default customisation settings? So, when you craft a new bit of equipment, the handles will by default be the colour you want them to be. Crafting it might require some customisation kits, but that's kind of fair enough, as it would save you time in the long run. We've all been there. You're happily digging up fossils or fishing or catching bugs, and suddenly your shovel, fishing rod or net breaks. Then you have to go all the way back to your DIY bench and house storage to craft a new one. It's a pain. What would be a time saver is if you could see how close your tools were to breaking, letting you preemptively craft a new one. This doesn't have to be as obvious as a durability bar. It could be more discreet, like cracks appearing on the tool, or it getting dirtier with time. Either way, a simple sign that our faithful implement is about to break in the middle of a task would be just dandy. Especially as it would prevent that split second of rage and exasperation I think we all get when our tasks get derailed. Or is that just me? Having storage inside your house makes sense, sure, but an outside storage bin wouldn't go amiss. As well as letting you quickly grab some pre-crafted fishing rods or axes, it would solve an issue I've run into with balloons. See, if you go inside your house to grab a slingshot real quick when you see a balloon floating by, sometimes going into your house makes said balloon disappear. An outside storage bin would solve that. To make sure you don't use it as a replacement for your house storage, there could be a limited number of slots, or it could be restricted to being solely for tools. Geez, the more I talk about this, the more I really want it. The Able Sisters shop is a fashionista's paradise, especially when you nip into the fitting room and try on all manner of outfits. One thing that could do with some tweaking though is the fact that you can only buy one of any type of clothing. So, even though you can buy a hat, some socks and a dress, if you find yourself eyeing up a couple more dresses, you can't add multiple types of dresses, or shirts, trousers, etc., to your basket. Instead, you have to buy the first complete outfit, then go back into the fitting room and separately purchase the second dress. Being able to add multiple versions of one type of clothing to your basket would be just rad. You could cycle through the different outfits by looking in your basket too, so you don't forget what you're about to buy. Plus, it gives me an excuse to keep shopping at Able Sisters, so win-win. And that's 13 changes we think Animal Crossing New Horizons needs. If you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Eurogamer for more videos about Animal Crossing New Horizons and other video games too. We have a new video coming out every single day, so there's always something to watch. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go try on a dozen outfits at the Able Sisters shop and indulge my debilitating spending habit. See you next time.